14 bumps it over the net for Carrollton. As sorry, we had some technical difficulties there as Noster is up 2-1 to start this game out as Robert Sullivan, the spike, 14 from Carrollton. Oh, and Sophia Mendez with the set over to get Noster another point. Barbara Sullivan as number 11 of the Lady Trojans. Ruby Schmidt smacks it over right to Barbara Sullivan's hands as it hits the bottom of her palm. Number 17, Hannah Richard to serve. Cardle swings into the net as it is now Carrollton's ball. As it is now 3-3. Hannah Richard into the net as Noster gets the ball back. 4-3. Noster. Jane Yates back to serve. Gets over the net. And 14. Bailey Swearingen just hits it right into the ground as it is now 5-3. Jane Yates hits it over. Sorry about that. As 14 again serves it over. Oh, number 5, Lindy Brown spikes it over the net for another point for Noster, as it is now 6-3. Jane Yates back up to serve. And number 4, Brianna Peel sends it over near her coach, Kenzie Phillips. Jane Yates back again to serve. It is now 7-3. Jane Yates, number 8, pass it up. 14, spike. Jane Yates bumped it up for Lindy Brown to go after. Number 30, Lindy Brown. Lindy Brown sends it over to Clarice Owen as she could not get the job done. As now it is 8-3 Noster. Jane Yates back to serve. Sends it back over to Clarice Owen, and she sends it up near the basketball goal. And again, Jane Yates back up to serve. Clarice Owens sends it back over to number 30, Cody Swearingen. And Cody Swearingen spikes it, but it's in the net. And I believe that was Carrollton who took their first timeout, as it is now 10-3 in this first set. back to serve. As I did not catch a number there, as Mendez sends it over the net to score another point for Noster. Jane Yates back to serve again. As 8 again, Clarice Owens. As number 30 again, Cody Swearingen sets it up over the net to score a point for Carrollton. Number 14, Alexis Swearingen back to serve. Gets it over the net as number 3 bumps it up as Mendez sends it over, and Cody Swearingen of the Carrollton Lady Trojans sends another one into the net. Lindy Brown back to serve. She sends it over to Alexis Swearingen to get another point for Noster. Back to serve again, it was Brown. Number 8 sends it over. Couldn't really see in time as Lindy Brown sends it into the net. Number 8 was Clarice Owens with them giving herself some redemption. Number 11, Ruby Schmidt back to serve for the Lady Trojans. Serve over. Kenzie Sater bumps it as Jane Yates sends it over. Cody Swearingen sends it over, but does not work. Kenzie Sater. And number 8, Clarice Owens bumps it over for the score for Carrollton. It's now 13-6. Now Noster as number 11, Ruby Schmidt, is still back to serve. And 12, and Lindy Brown sends it back over. Ruby Schmidt bumps it up for Clarice, and she scores it for Carrollton. Ruby Schmidt back to serve again. Over. Number 12, Jordan Alshire, as Lindy Brown sends it over. Oh! Number 9, Kylie Dewitt from the Lady Trojans had a bad read on it to score a point for Noster. Alshire to send it back over. Ruby Schmidt bumps it up for Clarice Owens, but she sends it too far and out of bounds as Alshire is here to serve again. Cody Swearingen sends it over as Mendez sends it too far, as now it is 15-8. Now Noster as Cody Swearingen is back again to serve, and Mendez thought she had it, and that just scores in the back corner as it is now 9-15. Cody Swearingen back to serve. As I saw from warm-up, she had great power. And then Mendez sends it to Jane Yates as she sends it over, but Clarice Owens sends it back over as Mackenzie Sater sends it over, but unsuccessful. Clarice Owens back over as Mendez sends it back over, and number 17 sends one into the net. That was Hannah Richard. Mendez back to back to go. Gets it over, and Cody Swearingen could not get low enough to get it. It's now 17-9. No, not Lady Panthers. Mendez sends it over to Cody Swearingen to number 9. Kylie Dewitt as Mendez sends it up for Mackenzie Sater, but unsuccessful as Allshire gets it from the back, and Jane Yates sends it as number 17, Hannah Richard, again with the hand-eye coordination mishap, as it is now 18-9, Noster. Oh! Number 26. Emma Tyndall bumps it over for the score as 19-10. As Clarice Owens sends it over. Barbara spikes it back. Lindy Brown bumps it up. Steps up for Emma Tyndall. Mendez with a great try at it, but unsuccessful as it will roll out of bounds, and now it is 19-11. Noster as Clarice Owen is back again. Out. Sends it too far as it is out. And now Emma Tyndall is back to serve. She serves it over and into the net. As it is now 12-20, Noster. As number 9, Kylie Dewitt serves it over. And Lindy Brown, no. I'm sorry, that was wrong. That was Kayla Boone who saved it for Noster. As Jane Yates bumps it over. Number 17 bumps it back over. And Lindy Brown sends it too far. That was number 9, Kylie Dewitt, as she's also back to serve. Serves up, as Allshire bumps it up. And Mendez with a smart play to just set it over, as Carrollton was getting ready for a spike. Barbara Sullivan back to serve. She sends it over, as Cody Swearingen sends it. Lindy Brown sends it back as a setup to number 11, as Jane Yates sends it over, but Miss Brown comes through on the court for some odd reason, as that, I'm going to guess that is fan interference, as Barbara Sullivan reserves. Sets up for number 14, Bailey Swearingen. We got 3 Swearingen girls on the Trojan side tonight, as Barbara Sullivan is back to go again. Up for number 11, but Jane Yates sets it up for Mendez, and she goes over, sends one over to Brandy Carson, and she sends that one out of bounds, near us, actually. Barbara Sullivan to go again, as Brady, Sarah McCorden sends it over, and some miscommunication too from the Carrollton Trojans, Lady Trojans. as it is now 24-13, and I believe Carrollton just took their second timeout. We will be right back in a minute. Hello everybody, as we are back here, 24-13, as Barbara Sullivan is back to serve again to try and end this set, as number 21 again sends it back. That was Brandon Carson setting it up for number 30, Cody Swearingen, as she sends it over, right over Barbara Sullivan's head. Well, she had a grasp of it and scores a point for the Lady Trojans, as Alshar and as Alshire sets up the setup for Mendez to spike it over for Noster to win that set 25-14. And we will be back with you here in a few minutes. You're both smiling, so I don't like it.
Dude, you're crushing it. We're just admiring greatness.
Oh. You want me to do this?
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead anytime.
Before we get started with the second set here, we would like to thank our 2021-2022 Noster High School Yearbook sponsors and Mama Pins, Rockin' Sports Entertainment, and Sonic, as we are getting ready here, as those looking to sponsor the 2022-2023 yearbook can contact Mr. Brinzendine at Noster High School. We are getting into the second set here, as teams are getting ready. I am excited to see this Noster Lady Panther offense, as Barbara Sullivan had a heck of a run there at the end as she ended the first set, as McCardle is coming out and
didn't let me down.
Tyndall is coming in for her, I think. Mendez sends it over as one of the Swearingen girls sends it as Owen sends it over for Carrollton. And 17, Jane Yates sets it over. And what a save there by Jane Yates, but unsuccessful from Mendez, as number 8, Clarice Owen sends it over. Thought she had it perfect, but just over, as Mendez starts again. 1-0 Noster to start the second, and Mendez to serve. Puts it over near the Swearingen girls, and Barbara Sullivan sets up over the net as Kylie Dewitt sends it over. Alshire sends it over for Noster, as Owen sends it over again, as Barbara Sullivan sends it over, and Alshire bumps it up. Mendez sets it up, and Tyndall dumps it over as Barbara Sullivan and Jane Yates spikes it, and they're going to give it to Noster to get the corner point. Mendez back to do it, serve again. Passes over to Cody Swearingen. Both Barbara and Jane Yates both touch the net to give Carrollton the point. Clarice Owen back to serve. Sends it over to Yates as Lindy Brown sends it back over. And number 17, Hannah Richard, hits the bottom of her palms for Noster to score. It is now 3-1 as Emma Tyndall is back to serve. Serves it over as Clarice Owen had a hard time getting that one, as looks like number 11 Ruby Schmidt and number 14 Alexis Swearingen had a miscommunication, as it'll give Noster a point as Emma Tyndall serves it back over, but way out of bounds, as it looks like the senior Riley McKenzie is coming in for Emma Tyndall. Lindy Brown bumps it up. Mendez sets it up for Barb. Alexis Swearingen as Lindy Brown sends it over. And number 17, Hannah Richard, and number 14, Alexis Swearingen, again with another miscommunication, as Barbara Sullivan is back to serve. Serves over. Number 11, Ruby Flick, as she passes it over to Cody Swearingen as she scores a point for the Carrollton Lady Trojans. Hannah Richard is back to serve for the Lady Trojans. Serves it over as Lindy Brown bumps it up. Mendez serves, sets up. I can't really tell her number right now. But anyway, Hannah Richard back to serve again. Serves it. Alshire with the bump. Another bump from Mendez as Jane Yates spikes it over. Alshire again with another bump. Set up from Yates again as the senior McKenzie bumps up for number 5, Lindy Brown, and gets a point for Noster as Jane Yates is back to serve. As it is now 6-4. Jane Yates serves it over to Kylie Dewitt, I believe, yes, as Alexis Swearingen having a rough time with miscommunications. It is now 7-4 Noster, and Jane Yates back to serve again. Jane Yates serves it over right to number 4, Brianna Peel, as number 11, Ruby Schmidt, tried to send it over, but it goes in the net as it is now 8-4 as Jane Yates is back again to serve. Number 4, Ruby Peel, as number 11 sets up for Cody Swearingen. As Jane Yates, what a save from Jane Yates, as Alexis sends it over. Alexis Swearingen sends it over for Carrollton to get a point, as Jane Yates had a great effort to save the ball for her team as she just came up short. Alexis Swearingen back to serve as it barely goes over the net and gets another score for Carrollton as it is now 8-6. Alexis back again. Out. Alexis Swearingen sends it a little far, as now it is 9-6. Noster as Lindy Brown is back to serve as McKenzie comes out for Sarah McCardle. Well, I should say McKenzie is going out as Sarah McCardle comes in, as now it is Lindy Brown back to serve again, as now it is 10-6. As number 4, Brianna Peel, sends it over to the sidelines, and Lindy Brown is back to serve again. Dewitt bumps it up as number 11, Ruby Schmidt, sets up for number 30, Cody Swearingen, as now Ruby Schmidt is back to serve. Alshire bumps it up for, I don't even know who, but Alshire sends it over as Owen sends it over, but no one is there as Alshire sends it near the seats. As it is now 8-6. Or no, 11-6. My mistake. As Ruby Schmidt is back to serve again. Serves it. Alshire bumps it. Jane Yates to I couldn't see the number, but looks like the Lady Panthers touched the net as it is now 11-9. Noster, as it is now Ruby Schmidt again back to serve. Back to Alshire again. Lindy Brown sets up for Tyndall as Ruby Schmidt sets up for Cody Swearingen, and she sends another one into the net. It is now 12-9 as Alshire is back to go. Owen sets up Schmidt as Owen sends it over again. Jane Yates sets up Barb Sullivan. And it looks like the Lady Trojans had touched the net. And Alshire is back to go again. Alshire serves it right to Alexis Swearingen. And Clarice Owen sends it as they're going to give that to Noster, as I believe one of the Carrollton girls touched the net, and looks like Carrollton will take a timeout. Upcoming live streams for this week are, for the fourth week in a row, we will have Panther football at home Friday for homecoming as the Panthers host Carrollton. We will also live stream the parade earlier in the day. Results, here is a look back at KNHS athletics from past week. Friday, the football team recorded its first win of the year in week 4 as the Panthers defeated Agape 64-8. On Monday, after a hard-fought softball matchup, the Lady Panthers fell short to California 14-11. The Noster boys soccer team was defeated by the Excelsior Springs Tigers 1-0 after a thunderstorm interruption, ending the game early. On Tuesday was an eventful night for the Noster Panthers. Our volleyball girls fell short of the Holton Eagles 3-1. The Lady Panthers softball team fell 14-6 to Richmond. Soccer team played at St. Paul, lost 3-0. Finally, the tennis team shut out Richmond 9-0. And it looks like they're going to give another point here to Noster. As Alshire is back again. Sends it over to Clarice Owen. Dewitt sends it over. Jane Yates sets up Mendez, and she gets it over for another point for Noster. Woo! Jordan Alshire back again. Alexis Swearingen sends it over, not far enough, as Cody Swearingen sends it over into the stands, as it is now 17-9. Noster, as Jordan Alshire is back again. She serves it over right to Alexis Swearingen, as number 11 hits it off the net. I believe that was Ruby Schmidt, as Wendy Brown sends it out, as Carrollton goes up one score, 17-10. As number 28, Haley Huffman, the first time we've called her name tonight, as she sends it over into the net, as Noster will give it another point. Miss Brown passes it over to Sophia Mendez. She sends it over as Owen sets up for Dewitt, so that number 17, Hannah Richard, could spike. Unsuccessful, as Mendez sends it back over. Cody Swearingen passes over to Ruby Schmidt, so she could set up Clarice Owen, but she sends it into the net. As number 23, Sydney Brandt, comes in for Lindy Brown. Mendez back to serve to Cody Swearingen. Sets up Ruby Schmidt, sets up Hannah Richard, as Swearingen sends it back over, as Mendez I don't know what it was there, but it is now 21-10. Noster, as Mendez is back again to serve. Mendez Sends it over. Cody Swearingen. That's over to Ruby Schmidt so she can set up Clarice Owen as Bryant sends one over for another point for Noster. As it is now 22-10. Noster. Mendez back to serve again. Alexis Swearingen. Mendez sets up two setups for Barb as Clarice Owen sends it to the back corner of the Noster Lady Panther defense, as it is now 23-10 to 11. It should be. As Yates sends it over to Alshire to send it over. As Cody Swearingen, it was too low to get it. As now, number 14, Riley McKenzie, the senior, is back as she came in for Emma Tyndall. As this is set point, has waiting for the whistle here, and there it is as she serves it over. This first set point, Ruby Schmidt sets up Alexis Swearingen. Good dive there by Jordan Alshire as McKenzie sends it into the net. As number 9, Kylie Dewitt, is back again. It is 23-12 here as Mendez tried to dump it over, but Alexis Swearingen was right there, as it is now 23-13 as Kylie Dewitt is back again to serve. As Alshire thought it was going to go out, but there was just enough room for Kylie Dewitt to put it in there. 23-14. Now Noster, as they send it into the net, and that is set. That is set. No, it isn't. That is my bad. As it is 15-24. I was a little bit ahead there, as it is 24-15. Yates bumps it up. Mendez over the bump. Ricardo, and that is set. And now the Lady Panthers are up 2-0, as this one could be going home early. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to start the third set. As now it is 2-0 by the Noster Lady Panthers, as Lady Trojans are going to try and make a comeback here. Looks like number 9, Kylie Dewitt, is coming out, or sitting down, as Sofia Laspada is coming in for her. First time hearing her name tonight. As number 8, Clarice Owen, is back to serve. And the third set is underway. Alshire bumps it up. Mendez also bumps it up as Lindy Brown sends over. Clarice Owen, number 17. Hannah Richhart sends one over to give the Carrollton early 1-0 lead. As Clarice Owen is back to serve again. As Lindy Brown tries to come up and gets it back over everyone, but as Carrollton takes a 2-0 lead, as now it is Lindy Brown sets it up, as Lindy Brown sends it away, as Alexis Swearingen sends it back, as Jordan Alshire with the smart move in stepping away and letting that one go out. As number 3, Kayla Boone, is coming in for Emma Tyndall. And she's going to serve right off the get-go. Waiting for the whistle. As the ref is having a little talk with the Lady Trojans, as here we go from Kayla Boone. As she sends it right over to Cody Swearingen, as she could not get the job done, as it is now a tie ball game, 2-2. She sends it over again to Cody Swearingen, as Alexis goes over and gets it, as Ruby Schmidt sends it over. Mendez sets it up for Jane Yates as she spikes it over, as Barbara tried to get a dump off, just couldn't, as Alexa Schmidt sends it over, but too many hits for the Lady Panthers, as it is now 3-2 Carrollton, as now Dewitt is coming back in for Sofia Laspada, as she is going to serve once again. It is now 2-3 Lady Trojans, as she sends it into the net. 3-3. Back up to a tie ball game, as Barbara Sullivan is back to serve. Dewitt bumps it over. Wow! Mighty roll there from the net, on top of the net, and it just seems to just bounce over to the Lady Trojan side as Barbara Sullivan sends it back over. Alexis sends it back as Ruby Schmidt gets it back for her team, as Lindy Brown sends it to hit the hands of number 17, Hannah Richhart, and into the ground. As it is now 5-3. As Barbara Sullivan gets another point for the Lady Panthers. Barbara Sullivan back to serve again. As she went to Clarice Owen. As Hannah Richhart sends it over. And another mighty bounce off the net. As it again just bounces over to the Lady Trojan side. As Barbara Sullivan is back again to serve. And Barbara Sullivan gets it barely over the net as Cody Swearingen sends it over to the sideline. Again, Barbara Sullivan, just like late in the first set, is having a run here as it is now 8-3. Now Noster. Alexis Swearingen stops it and Clarice Owens sends it over as Kayla Boone bumps it over for the Lady Panthers. That makes it 9-3 now. Barbara Sullivan back again to serve. Alexa Swearingen also to bump it over. Mendez over to Lindy Brown as she sends it over right to Clarice Owen as she sends it back near the wall as number 2 Sophie Stark comes in for Cody Swearingen. Clarice Owen as passes over to Ruby Schmidt as she bumps it over. Hannah Richhart did. Now she bumps it over. Mendez sets it over and another point for the non-Noster Lady Panthers. It is now 11-3. Barbara Sullivan's still back there, been back there since the non-Noster Panthers had 4 points. Sends it over as that's 4 hits from the Lady Trojans as Barbara Sullivan is back again. Serves up to number 4, Ruby Schmidt. No, that is Brianna Peel. I am sorry. As Hannah Richhart sends it over, but something happened over at the sideline as Sophie Stark goes out as Cody Swearingen comes back in as number 17, Hannah Richhart, is back to serve. She floats it over to Kayla Boone as Mendez sets up for Lindy Brown as both Kayla Boone and Sophia Mendez went for the ball as neither of them were successful, but now it is 12-5 Carrollton as number 4 Brianna Peel sends it over, but it's into the net as it is now 13-5. Here comes Jane Yates to serve. She serves over. Brianna Peel bumps up as Allshire with the great attempt to save a point for her team, but she just couldn't as Mendez tried to get over where the ball was, but it was just under the net, so she couldn't do anything. As Alexis Swearingen sends it into the net. As Lindy Brown is gone back to serve. As Kayla Boone comes out and Sarah McCardo comes back in. As Alexis Swearingen gets hit off of the serve by Lindy Brown, and she sends it over near her sideline. Lindy Brown back again to serve. It is now 15-6. As Alexis Swearingen sends it this time over to the stands. back again to serve. As she sends it over. Back to Brianna Peel. As Owen had to pass it over to Cody Swearingen. As Lindy Brown with the smart move to let it just step out. As it is now 17-6, Lady Panthers, as she sends it back over to Dewitt, as Owen sends it over to Allshire. Yates sets up to Mendez, as Schmidt sets up for Cody Swearingen, as it is now 18-6. And Lindy Brown is still back to serve. She serves it over. Back to Brianna Peel, as Ruby Schmidt sends it back to the wall, as it is now 19-6. Lindy Brown still back to serve. Waiting for the whistle. There it is. 19-6. Barely sends it over. Brianna Peel sets up Ruby Schmidt as she sends it out and into the stands. As it is now 20-6, and looks like Carrollton took a timeout. Once again, we would like to thank our 2021-2022 Noster High School yearbook sponsors in Mama Pins, Rockin' Sports Entertainment, and Sonic. Those looking to, again, sponsor our yearbook for 2022-2023, you can contact Mr. Briz at Noster High School. It out of bounds again, as the Lady Trojans are having some unlucky hits, as Lindy Brown sends it back over. Brianna Peel sends it over on the Noster side as Mendez punches it over. Number 28, did not see that name, as Ruby Schmidt sets up for Reese. No. That is incorrect. Clarice. Owen. 28 was Haley Huffman. As Dewitt is going out. And looks like number 7, Sophia Laspada, comes in for her. It is 21-7. Allshire sends it back over. Emma Tyndall dumps it over, and Espada tried to bump it over, but falls out of bounds. As it is now 22-7, as Jordan Allshire is back to serve again. Jordan Allshire sends it over, as again, number 14, Alexis Swearingen, sends it over to out of bounds near the Noster sideline, as Allshire is serving again, 23-7, as Ruby Schmidt sets up for Clarice Owen, as it barely gets over the net, as it is now 23-8. As number 28, Haley Huffman, is back to serve. She serves it over. Mendez bumps it. Yates bumps it as well. Allshire sends it over as she makes it game match point, as Mendez is back to serve. 24-8, as this is match point right here, as Mendez sends it over, as Ruby Schmidt sets up Clarice Owen. Lindy Brown with a great save, but just out of bounds. great save there by Lindy Brown as she had it all the way through as Clarissa Owens serves it back up. Barbara Sullivan sends it out of bounds as it is now 24-9. 24-10 as Clarissa Owens sends it back over as Mendez sets up Yates, and that goes out. Great power from the Lady Panther offense, but just too much of it as Clarissa Owens serves again. As Emma Tyndall tries to go get it, but that goes into the stands as it is now 12-24 as the Lady Trojans are cutting into this lead. Emma Tyndall sends it over, and that is match point, ladies and gentlemen, as the Lady Panthers shut out the Carrollton Lady Trojans. We would like to thank you for joining in this amazing broadcast, as Mr. B on the camera, as me on the call. And great showing here by the Noster Lady offense and defense as they shut out Carrollton. And that will be it for our broadcast. We will see you tomorrow night for homecoming football against Carrollton Trojans.